They're here. Greetings, everybody. My Abominable book club arrived, so we're going to unbox that. So that obviously this is the July box for 2025, but I also have a couple of exciting books, and once again I have not broken my reading challenge, my read what you own challenge, because I did not buy these came to me from publishers, and I'm really excited to show them to you. So before we get into the box, I just want to thank these presses and just show you what I have. So these are two upcoming books. They have not yet been released, but I will put the links in the description if you want to go check them out. I don't have affiliate links or anything, so I don't get anything for this. I'll put them there if you're interested. So from the publicist of Joe R. Lansdale, thank you very much, Casey, for sending this to me. I have The Essential Horror of Joe R. Lansdale. I'm really excited. I'm going to read the back for you. I was super excited when I received this email asking me if I'd like to take a look at this, because yes, I absolutely would like to take a look at it. I've been horrified and disgusted by Joe R. Lansdale before. Inside the book, I got a little sticker that's I think it's called Tachion. That's the publisher. A little sticker, and then I've got a few little cute little book promo postcards here. This is for Joe R. Lansdale's The Mad Mountain, so stories inspired by H.P. Lovecraft. And then I also have Fears, Tales of Psychological Horror, which is an anthology edited by Ellen Datlow. I'm a big fan of Ellen's. She's a brilliant editor. Her anthologies are always really good. So, what is the essential horror of Joe R. Lansdale? Well, let me tell you. I'll read the back for you. So we have an introduction by Joe Hill, very exciting. And then it says, in this career retrospective, world horror grandmaster Joe R. Lansdale tackles racism and cruelty as adroitly as he conjures demon nuns and elder gods. Featuring an original introduction from Joe Hill, this much anticipated volume showcases the best of Lansdale's terrifying short stories, menacing, astute, and wildly inappropriate. So that sounds like our good pal Joe here. I believe that this is coming out in October. If I am wrong about that, I will put a correction on the screen. So I'm very excited to get into that and find out what that is all about. And then I'm also super excited about this. I had a lovely email from Blackstone Publishing asking me if I would like an ARC of The Feeding by Anthony Ryan. Now, thank you so much, Blackstone Publishing. I'm super thrilled to be hearing word from them at all. I'm a big fan of the press, and I'm really excited about this book. This sounds so up my street. I'm just going to read you the back cover copy. It says, 15 years ago, the feeders rose from the shadows to transform the world into a graveyard. The few survivors exist in fortified settlements surrounded by the empty ruins of a destroyed civilization. For years, the citizens of New City Redoubt have relied on an elite cadre of crossers to navigate the feeder-infested wasteland between settlements in order to trade for vital supplies. But the outside is becoming ever more dangerous, and the ranks of the crossers grow thinner with every crossing. Layla, only a child when the feeding destroyed the old world, spends her days scavenging the ruins for valuable scrap and her nights helping her adoptive family eke a living from the Redoubt's only movie theatre. Now, with her father slowly dying, Layla resolves to join the Crossers to retrieve the medicine that can save him. Smart, ruthless, and fast on her feet, Layla quickly gains the respect of fellow Crossers. But in a world lost to the deadliest predators, can even the most cunning prey survive? So, Anthony Ryan is providing us what I believe is a vampire apocalypse. It's got a lovely red hue here to the cover, so I'm hoping it's vampires, because I love vampires. And I had a lovely little note from Anthony. I think that Anthony sent this to me himself because he lives in the UK, so thank you so much, Anthony and Blackstone Publishing. And now we can get on to the Abominable Book Club unboxing. So, For those who are not in the know, I'll just tell you as I open this. The Abominable Book Club is a book subscription service. Monthly, you can get the Full Guts package, which is what I get, so I will show you everything that you receive. Or you can get a cheaper version, the Bare Bones box, which is just books, but none of the extra stuff that they tend to put in here. But I like the extra stuff. And for anyone wondering, because I unbox this every month, I'm not sponsored by Abominable. I do pay full price for this box. They don't give this to me for free, so any excited promotion you see from me is genuine. I would tell you if I wasn't happy with the box. I've occasionally not been happy with the snacks, or mildly disappointed by the... Oh, God damn it. So anyway, let's look inside. I'm just going to get everything out first because the packaging material in here is little tiny shredded bits of cardboard, and when I try to do this in front of you, I end up missing things and getting cardboard absolutely everywhere. So, in the Full Guts package, you get 3 books. There's always a second-hand one, which they wrap up. And then there's also a new book, and then usually a new-ish book. Also with Full Guts package, you'll get some hot drinks sachets. There's always a snack, and there's usually extra little items like stickers or fridge magnets, you know, stuff like that. Pin badges maybe. Okay, I got it. Alright, so, cool. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, let's do the bookmarks first, because we always get a couple cool little bookmarks. So, as is tradition with these boxes, we have our Abominable Book Club bookmark. They always have one of these, and there is always a little horror microfiction on the back. Love those, building quite the collection. And then we also have this cool bookmark, and it says on the back, dead people are just like you and me, they still want things, they look at us all the time, and they miss being alive. I'm sure that that's probably a movie quote that I'm just, for some reason, not picking up where it's putting down. Next up, our little, it always reminds me of the circus, this print, this little bag of hot drinks. Oh! I feel like they've forsaken me. So, I always get excited because there's a few staples of this box, and my favourite thing is always the Galaxy hot chocolate, and there isn't one for the first time ever. However, there is a hot chocolate. So, okay, so first off, we have a coffee bag. They usually do Lion's coffee bags, so I'm excited to try this one. For those who've never had a coffee bag, you just use it like a tea bag, and I don't know why I always get excited about that, because I'm a simpleton. We also have a Nest cachet. These are cappuccino sachets, and I'm not much of a coffee drinker, but I have been drinking these recently. I'm having a lovely bout of insomnia again for the first time in a few years. And so I have to be up and about in the day to work and, live life. So I have really been relying on these cappuccino sachets. I had this huge tin just full of them, packed from Abominable Book Club boxes, that I wasn't really drinking. And we have a nice coffee machine, and my husband drinks a lot of coffee, but so he uses his coffee beans and stuff. But I have been just slamming my way through my collection, so it's nice to have a little top up. Tea bags. There's always sort of a flavoured tea or something. This is from the English tea shop, so it is a nice tea brand, but this is chamomile, and I hate chamomile, so my mum, you can have that, mum. That's fine. And a good old classic Yorkshire tea, which is my chosen brand, so I'm always happy with that. Now, instead of my beloved Galaxy hot chocolate, which I can't believe isn't in the box, we have an Options Belgian chocolate, which I am excited to try because it's just instant hot chocolate, just like the Galaxy one, and only 40 calories, which actually is quite helpful to me right now because I'm about 1.5 stone above where I'd like to be, and I am trying to go on a calorie deficit and get, I'm back in the gym and stuff, so it's not the worst thing in the world. And also, we're going to look at the snack now. Now, very rarely am I disappointed by the snack. I haven't been eating them on camera recently because I tend to turn into a wild snack eating beast, and then I have to, you know, cut out 6 minutes of video in my editing because I just sit here eating. But I can tell you that all of the recent snacks that I've had have been absolutely delicious. And we have today Mr. Filbert's really interesting snacks, dry roasted peanuts. I don't know how exciting a dry roasted peanut can be, but apparently they're mouth-wateringly Moorish. So I'm gonna put a little notice on the screen, like a rating out. I'll do like an out of 5 rating because I'm gonna eat these when I finish filming. Definitely not gonna start eating nuts right now. That was the box. Okay, so our extra items. This is so cute. These are little fridge magnets and I'm really excited. These are book cover, like they're all shaped like book covers, and they are, let me just make sure because they're stuck together, 3 of them, and these are so cool because these are sort of like vintage book covers. So this is a magnet for Slime by John Halkin. God, that looks like one of those sort of like paperbacks from hell type of prints. I'm not sure. Eric, if you're watching this, do you know you're much better at your sort of like vintage, I say vintage because apparently 80s is vintage now. 80s and 90s horror, Eric, let me know if that's from the 80s and 90s. And then we also have, by John Halkin, Bloodworm, which I haven't read but I have heard of. And once again, Eric, if you're here, let me know if you've read these, because maybe I'll add them to my list just based on covers alone. And then we also have The Stand by Stephen King, so that's really cool, and that is my second favourite Stephen King book of all time. I really, really love it. So I'm absolutely thrilled that I get to represent that on my fridge. I'm wondering if other people in my comments get Abominable and you're watching this, did we all get the same fridge magnets? I would love to know. Let me know what you got if you didn't get these ones. I would be really curious. Okay, now we're going on to the books. Okay, first up, I'm pretty excited. I just had to run over to my shelves and check. So we have Remains, which is a novella. Otto by Rhonda Presley Viet. Sorry if I pronounced the surname wrong. We've got short stories by Abby Hines, Sarah Reed, Alexander Glass, and Laura Elliott. Plus Nina Allen and Matt Hill. So these... so the reason I was excited is because this is volume 2 and we've received volume 1 with Abominable Book Club before, so I'm really hoping that they're sort of like giving us a series here. I haven't read volume 1 yet, as you all know if you watch my videos, you know my TBR is absolutely insane, but these are really nicely presented short story collections basically, but with interior art, and there's like little arty borders, you know, for the pages, so they're just really beautifully presented little books, and yeah, I love this. So I'm really, yeah, I think once I finished my challenge, I'm already eyeing up the books on my shelf that I might go into another channel and maybe not 100 books, but some like how many books can I read in 2 days or something. Maybe I'll do like one of those lives, like a readathon, something like that, and I'll pick up all of like my really short fiction and cheat and try and get loads of books done. So yeah, I am really excited about that. And then we have, and I'm assuming this is like a brand new book or a new edition. Sometimes we even get sort of advanced stuff that isn't out in the UK yet. This is Eat the Ones You Love by Sarah Maria Griffin, and that cover is just gorgeous. And ooh, there's an Abominable Book Club stamp on the back, so I'm guessing that this is an Abominable Book Club exclusive release, and it's from Titan, so that's amazing. Look at the sprayed edges. Sorry, I haven't been making much eye contact with you, firstly because at the time I'm filming you're not actually there, I'm just staring at my phone. Secondly, I've just been super excited about these books, so let me see. Oh gosh, there's a little author bio in the back, and Sarah Maria Griffin, who I've never seen before, is very beautiful. That took me aback for a second. Everybody loves to be stunned by beauty, don't they? Let me have a look at the synopsis here. Okay, so it says, During a visit to her local shopping mall, Shell Pine sees a help needed sign in a flower shop window. She's just left her fiancé, lost her job, and moved home to her parents' house. She has to bring some good into her life, so she takes the chance. And flowers are just the good things she's been looking for, as is Neve, the beautiful florist. The thing is, Neve needs more help, and needs help more than Shell could possibly imagine. An orchid. God, why can't I read today? An orchid growing in the heart of the mall is watching them closely. The beautiful florist belongs to him, and he'll do just about anything to make sure he can keep growing big and strong. Nothing he eats, nobody he eats can satisfy him, except the thing he most desires, Neve. He will stop at nothing to eat the one he loves. Wow, okay, so I'm getting like Little Shop of Horror vibes kind of there. I was going to make a joke that I hope that Shell hasn't wandered into Lily Bloom's flower shop, but this is a full-length novel. We're around about, well, almost 300 pages, and that sounds really different, and yeah, I'm really excited to read that. I'm quite delighted. I haven't heard of this author before. I'm really excited to get acquainted with this author. What I was thinking of doing, because this year I've read hardly any of the Abominable Book Club books, or have I read any? Because I've been doing a Read What You Own challenge for this whole time. I'm almost done now. I'm almost on the last 10 books. I'm hoping to finish this week, but I don't know if 10 plus books in a week is possible, you know, with being an adult and having life and priorities. But what I was thinking of doing is, as soon as I'm done with my challenge, I think that my next challenge is going to be to read all of my Abominable Book Club books for this year, and I'm going to rank them all in December once I get the December box and I've read those books. So that's what I think I'm going to do next. Okay, and lastly we are on to the second-hand book. Oh, I didn't cut it. I missed. I'm a normal person, I swear. Okay, so they always wrap this up. I'm not going to take any guesses today at what the author... Oh. Right. I'm not thrilled about this, only because I already have it, of course. But it's Gwendy's Magic Feather by Richard Chizmar. Now, this is the second in a trilogy. So we've got Gwendy's Magic Button Box. Oh God, is that what it's called? My brain, he no work today. We've got Gwendy's Button Box. I think that's what it's called. Is the first book with Stephen King and Richard Chizmar co-wrote that one. Then Gwendy's Magic Feather is the second in the series, written solely by Richard Chizmar. And then we've got Gwendy's Final Task, which is the third in the series, which was written by Stephen King and Richard Chizmar. I have everything that Stephen King's done, and of course I have a copy of this as well. So I'm going to just add this to the massive pile of Stephen King books that I have to give away, that I'm struggling to give away. Does anyone want any? If you would like this, or you're missing any Stephen King books in your collection, can you just put in the comments what you need and I'll have a look. If I have it, I will just send it to you. You can just have them. I don't want to dump them off at a charity shop, because they never know the value of these things. They never treat the king with respect in charity shops. But yeah, I would love to actually just send them out to you guys if you want any. So anyone who's missing any Stephen King books, or there's any that you want to read or whatever, just put in the comments, and then if I have them I will let you know, and we'll take care of it and I'll post them out to you. But yeah, anyone who wants this, let me know and I'll put this aside for you as well. Well, that was exciting. It was really fun to wake up to find my Abominable Book Club box here today. As you all know, I'm like a child at Christmas. I say that every time. Yes, let me know if you'd be interested in seeing me rate and rank all of the Abominable Book Club books. I'm going to have to go back through my own videos now to remember which ones exactly came from Abominable, because otherwise they're just in the nest of books on my TBR bookcase. I hope that this was fun for you to watch. Let me know if there are any other cool boxes that I could subscribe to. I'm not going to get a second like monthly subscription, but a lot of these boxes, these subscription services, they'll do like one-off boxes, or you could try it for 1 month or whatever. I would love to get just a few one-off boxes. That's another video I would love to make. It's going to cost me a little bit of money, but I would like to get a bunch of these subscription boxes and unbox them all together, and then we could kind of like rate which ones are the best ones. So somebody did recommend one to me, and I googled it, and then I made a note of it, and I can't find my note, and I don't remember what it was called, but there was another really cool. I'm in the UK, so it's got to be something that ships in the UK or to the UK. But yeah, please let me know if there are any more that you would like to see me cover, because I would love to that would just be such a fun day. Treat myself when I get to the end of my Read What You Own challenge. Okay, hope this was fun. Bleed!